Hey guys, Nolar here, back with JP Dokkan, and we got some new updates coming out. UI Goku's the icon holding the 6-star Dragon Ball, which is, to be expected. He's probably the free unit, but that's not what we're here to discuss. I brought along Hydros to talk about this new real thing here. So Hydros, say hello to the boys.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Happy to be here.
Yeah, so this is a pretty new thing. I kind of know what's going on, but you know what? I'll have Hydros here give you the rundown on what it is, what does it do, and all that stuff. So Hydros, go ahead.
So as you can tell, what he has had on the screen were the real kind of like items, right? So you get these, you can get them in the Baba shop. You can get them from stamina stages and from drops. It does work on boosts as well. It does boost it up. You can only buy a max of 200, or you can only technically hold a max of 200. So you can either buy up, all the 200 that you need, and once you hit 200, it won't let you buy any more from the Baba shop. If you get more drops from stamina stages, they just disappear forever. They don't go to your gift box. Hopefully they change that. That would be great if they did. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why they decided, hey, let's just vanish. Or why 200 is the cap in general. Why not 999 like everything else, right?
Yep.
Then there's these new memory items, which a lot of games, I guess, MHA Ultra Impact kind of has an item like this that kind of gives you like extra boost to characters. It's not necessarily an equip, it's just like an extra item in game pretty much. They give you certain things depending on certain conditions, and they activate automatically, which is, I think, the worst part. You can't manually activate them like you can items. Once the conditions are met, they activate. That's it. So there's only 4 right now. There's a first form Frieza item from Frieza Saga. There's a Gohan and Icarus item. There's the Whis item, and then there's a GT Kid Goku who looks like he's crapping his pants apparently when looked at it wrong.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so they each have different items. I'll go ahead and just say what they do really quickly. So the Whis item, after the 3rd turn from the start of the battle, key for all allies +3, once only, so it only activates once. The Angry Frieza, for 1 turn when there are super enemies, attack 15% up for all allies, only once. Pull out the tail, which is the Kid Goku one, for 1 turn when there are, as the translations put, polar but extreme enemies, attack plus 15% up for all super allies, once only. And the Gohan, where's the Gohan? The Gohan, when HP is 70% or less for 1 turn, attack and defense 10% up for all allies, again, once only. That's pretty much what they do.
And again, they activate automatically, right? So
right, there's no manual activation.
Kind of sucks because like the Whis one that gives you 3 key after 3rd turn, you said. So what if What if on that 3rd turn you have all the support units and everyone's at 12 key automatically, and then it activates? You kind of just wasted that memory, right? So I'm hoping they do something about it, because it's just it might be preliminary. Obviously, it's slow. This is their concept of adding something new to the game to spice it up some. Not really the way I would like to go, but that's, I'll explain that in a little bit. But yeah, hopefully they'll add it manual activation, because I would love it so I get all my LRs and I give them 3 key right from the start, so they can hit 18 key easier, as opposed to just like all my TURs with all the supports on that rotation getting wasting that unit wasting that memory when everyone's got 12 key, right? So it's just kind of useless.
Yeah. Also, the way you get the memories, it's like they have a count of like 0 out of 100 when you first, or they actually aren't even in your inventory. When you start building them up, it's like a number out of 100. Once you hit 100 out of 100, then that memory unlocks specifically. So either it's going to be drops, they're going to add it to summons, like most gachas do. I wouldn't be surprised if Dokkan did it. I know most gachas do, according to you anyway. So there's that. It could be one of the 2, maybe Baba shop specific ones down the road, maybe as well. I don't know, but that's pretty much how you get them. And what the reels do, when you have a specific memory, each specific memory costs a certain amount of one specific reel. So let's say like the GT Kid Goku one costs, I think 70. So it takes, once it's activated, it actually takes the 70 automatically from your inventory of the reel. and stuff like that. So once it's activated, you're pretty much, that's it. All your reels are gone.
So the reels, like you said, you can be farmed from key stages or stamp stages. So anything that you do in the game that costs stamina or would give you experience, I think in the end experience, right? Because keys don't cost stamina. So anything that would give you experience, rank XP, or right?
Well, the B pen doesn't, since it's a 0 stamina event. Even though it gives you experience, right? But it's not stamina event. So B pen, I don't think actually would count.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, I haven't tried B pen. You can, I mean, the drops are already in the game. You can farm them right now.
Yeah, I mean, I as you guys can tell, I got like 200 a piece, and they're capped at 200 right now. And I can't even buy more.
I don't know why. I don't know why they capped
why I don't know why it's not 999. You know, like I would love to
items
use all
themselves
these.
And regular items go to 9,999. So why cap these?
Probably, I don't know. Again, this is preliminary to the 6-year anniversary, which is in basically 2 weeks, or like not 2 weeks, 10 days, 12 days. The countdown should be coming up pretty soon. So they'll probably explain it more during the live stream. And this is, okay, so normally every anniversary, there's a new mechanic added, right? So 3rd year was transformations. 4th year was active skill. 5th year was the skill orbs. And then 6th year, as far as I know, is the revival mechanic. So this thing is separate from the revival mechanic that you and the rest of the data miners found out, right? So I find it kind of interesting that they decided to put this in here now, as opposed to like usually like you think of the exchange mechanic that was in the 300 million download, and then of course Worldwide Celebration had the partner super. Like this could have been waited and sat on until the next worldwide download celebration or worldwide celebration, where they could throw in this mechanic as well to be like, oh yeah, here's something else. But so it's kind of curious that they threw this in early. That's why initially I thought it was going to be the main mechanic that's being introduced for the 6th year, but turns out we're still getting the revival mechanic. I find it interesting. Obviously it needs some work, because to me, the extra 3 key or extra attack boost is basically another item that you don't have any control when it activates, because as you said, as of right now it's automatic, right? So I find it really odd that they're going to throw this in here, but they're trying something. I'll give them that, but I don't think it's going to execute very well. At least right now, it's not very preferable to what I would like in a new mechanic, new system in the game. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, in terms of revivals, I guess, put by some of the others as like marking and stuff. Revival skills are basically like counters with an extra step almost. And then how Market put it, like transformations trigger when conditions are met during gameplay instead of during standby, like Great Ape Exchange and active skills. So in terms of like revival, I think whenever a revival activates, you probably skip that turn because you're reviving a character, you're full HP, so you can probably skip it and go to next turn with them off rotation or something like that. Something like that, I would imagine. But I don't know where these items fall into any of this. Maybe it's just an extra little gimmick they just wanted to do. Because I mean, they all have their own animations. Like these things are fully animated too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because every time they throw a new mechanic, like skill orbs, I wish there was something more they could have done with it. Like, if there's 2 or more enemies, you get 75% chance to change one type of orb field to another. So like that would work really well for like Angel Vegeta, right? Because the thing is, he needs a lot of skill orbs, or I mean, not skill orbs, rainbow orbs, or even like the new Gohan, or the the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the movie one. Like he needs a lot of skill orbs, or again, key orbs. I'm just brains off today. So, but some of those teams don't have orb changers, right? Okay, best one, the Go Bros. Not Go Bros, Blue Boys. God damn it. So Blue Boys, their teams don't have a lot of orb changers, right? Besides Kamehameha or something like that. But like if you're looking at TOP or USS, they don't have key orb changers a lot, and especially making them rainbow orbs, because they value a rainbow orbs quite a bit. if you could put a skill orb where it may give you orb changing ability there, instead of, oh, here's another 5% attack or 5% to crit and additional, like that's more interesting. So with them putting these preliminary things, I'm not going to judge it too harshly, but their history has shown that like they're not very innovative with these new mechanics that they bring in. Like skill orbs are great if they had expanded it beyond the potential system, right? If they made it unique in that regard, it would have been fine, but
they fully could have. Like even these memories, it has the same kind of ability that even the potential orbs have, or the not the potential orbs, but the equipments and whatnot. They have the ability to do other things. It's just they, I guess, lack the creativity. Like I don't know what they're doing really. They just like, hey, let's make the most simplistic thing ever. But let's not, because like they could create a like an animation like that's like you give you instant transformation, not have to wait the 5 turns, not have to wait any of that, because most of these, well, I think 2 of them anyway, like the Goku one and the what is it, the Frieza one, activate instantly when you get into the battle, like right away is when they activate.
Yep.
So you have especially because you have no control over it. So it's just, and also it only lasts for 1 turn. So that initial turn, you hopefully better get the rotation you want, or you're screwed.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I won't judge it too harshly because it's just the first iteration. Obviously, as they get more feedback, hopefully they learn and be like, oh, okay, well, let's change it up. Let's do this. Let's do that. But unfortunately, you look at the skill orbs. All they did was like add combos, made you play chain battle, which, well, by the way, this JP chain battle sucks. It sucks. They just make it frustrating, and I feel really frustrated playing chain battle just so I can get the skill orbs and then get a 5 dodge, right? Or something else. I would have been happy if they would given us events to farm some specific skill orbs, like again, like the movie Janemba, like, oh, we can only give this to mind body erosion characters, right? Like this is what I was proposing was, link leveling certain categories when new categories are introduced, as well as farming specific skill orb equips for that category. Like they've done it before for U6. The Team Bardock one has one that's persistent.
Goku characters,
right?
The Goku family, like the Goten, Gohan, and Goku ones. Those family Kamehameha units had them.
So like
I believe they had that event.
I don't see a reason for them not to give us, a new story event that you can farm to get new skill orbs, either through like just passive drops, or usually these story events have like a currency, right? So if you go here to Baba Shop, and I think right now we've got the fusion one up, so you got the radishes. So like here, like what would be great is where is the radishes gone now? Oh no, there. So like they could have put skill orbs specifically for fusion characters, right? And they would have put maybe 200 radishes. So yeah, you got to farm more, but hey, you get a chance to get a pretty good skill orb specifically to a category that this boosts the drop, that this affects it. Or they put a stage for stam, like 15 stam, 30 stam. This is specifically for link levels, higher chance to link level fusion characters for the next 2 weeks. That would give me an incentive to, instead of just farm story events, go to this character, fill out the box, and get my fusion characters to max link levels. Like these are like I'm spitting ideas that they could easily implement, but they haven't had the originality or the wherewithal to actually execute on it, which is unfortunate because that's why people are like, oh, it's dry. Oh, link leveling with like normal story events sucks ass. I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's not fun. I'd like to have something more fun. And granted, grinding isn't always fun, but as long as it's not monotonous grinding, you can get through it. If it's only 2 weeks, I can grind my teeth and bear it and do it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just going off on a tangent here in terms of like stuff they could do to really improve the side of things. Because like initially when I looked at these memories and these like reels, I was like, oh, that's something, but they need to push out more and think outside the box. But that's my thoughts. So before this gets too long, any other things you want to say here, Hydros?
It's like watching an active skill that you can't control. That's pretty much it. It's like that. It's like the transformation. I mean, we have transformations that we can't control too, so it's kind of like that in a way. But it's not only that, they removed the other 2 item slots. I don't think we mentioned that. They removed the last 2 item slots that they never used. In addition to these things, honestly, I'd rather have the other 2 item slots, to be honest.
Yeah, so here's before we finish this out, here's my thoughts on the item slot thing. Like, the game has been always balanced around 4 items, right? Granted, IDBH balances it around 2, right? So I always thought they could bring us a super long event that needed all 6 item slots. You know what I mean? Right. They could have done that, make a whole new like legendary Goku, where you do like legendary Goku, legendary Frieza, you do all these legendary events, and then you just have to use 6 items, and then you get reset on stuff. Like you're stacking resets once you get to the next, you know, legendary fight or something stupid like that. But they just said, oh, I'm too, like, basically what that signaled to me was I'm too lazy to think of a new event to utilize the 6 items, and everyone bitches about like the extra 2 item slots that we don't have. So we're just going to straight up remove it. It just signals to me that they're never, ever going to think of more creative stuff to do with their item slots. And so instead they got these memory reels, which are basically a second, like another item, but not one you can activate whenever you want. It's, as of right now, just going to activate when the conditions are fulfilled, which again, if you got the 3 key item one and with the Whis, and all of a sudden on the 3rd turn it's your 1 TUR with like 2 supports, it's a wasted item or wasted use. So I don't know, it seems like I'm bitching and complaining, but yeah,
some of these items I guess could come in handy, like you said, there's events that locks the 2 items, so technically that is like bringing a 3rd
way. Yeah, get around it.
Yeah, in a sense. And just to throw this out there, it's kind of funny, we're getting into the 6th year. We had 6 item slots, so they, instead of activating the 6 slots for the 6th year, they remove the 2 item slots.
Yeah,
and give us this.
Yeah, great job, Akatsuki. Great job. So,
also, just to say about the Goku icon, that is the free-to-play MUI Goku. He is going to be MUI.
Yeah,
he's holding the 6-star Dragon Ball like every other unit in the game. You know, it's always been the free-to-play unit on the icon. Yep. I think SSB, then SS4, MUI. He's the one, and I won't be surprised if the SSR for the LR one or whatever the Dokkan Fest is probably not MUI at first. Rip truth.
Yeah, I mean, it would suck because what would he start off as? Just UI, then that invalidates the LR, the strength LR. Right?
I would say. Well, my thought is, I don't know. Maybe he goes SSB, TUR. Sign LR MUI. A lot of people saying that he might be a transforming. I don't think he'll be transforming. I think he'll be straight MUI.
Yeah, I think he'll be straight MUI.
Completely suck for the STR if he's signed first.
I think I think when you finally awaken him to LR, he will be a MUI with an active skill. Like, I think that's what they're gonna do. Maybe a partner super or something along the lines. Who knows? But
yeah, partner super. If it is SSB Vegeta, SSBE.
Yeah, together.
Partner supers, and obviously.
Yeah. All right.
Or if SSBE gets a partner super, you got the free MUI to go for him.
Yes, you got that too. Yep. It'll be interesting because I think they'll awaken the physical one, right? The physical UI Goku.
I think he'll stay signed though. He'll stay signed. I would feel. I feel like that would be the better route for him to be, is sign.
We'll see, because like if let's say we pull MUI as an SSR and he just stays that way throughout, it would be an easy farmable super, right? That would be my
either
thought.
Way, the free to play one, we generally get like 20 of these units regardless, so his super would still technically be farmable through the Dragon Ball one.
Yeah, the free to, yeah, you know, that makes sense too. We'll see.
The login and then missions, we get like a crap ton of them. I still have a lot of SSBs that I have not used.
That is true. That is very true. Alrighty. Well, anyways, this derailed pretty quick. We we went from talking about the movie thing to whatever. But look, man, it's just us talking about Dokkan. Thanks again for Hydros for showing up to this video, talking about and giving us a little more information about it. Granted, it's not like it's in the game, but you can't really use it till it's active, in, like when the in like 10, 12 days.
You can't.
Oh yeah, I can't, but you know, Hydros has his other ways of doing things, as most people will know. But anyways, thanks a lot for coming aboard. You guys give us your thoughts down below. What do you think about this memory reels? Like, is it cool? Do you think it's kind of redundant, or you know, is this not good enough for you? Well, again, we still don't know what the actual 6-year revival mechanic looks like, but just as judging this on its own, what do you think? So. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you all next time, all right? We're out.